takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Syracuse's offense is on the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Working that left side. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Syracuse right back at it. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Got it behind the line. It's Allen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
And I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion way down the middle of the field.
Makes a connection. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
He'll throw it. It's complete. And he will score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Mountaineers offense will have its first possession of the game. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much they'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Finds the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. Makes life really easy on that second.
Tackle is made after the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Looking to throw, it's Green. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something.
And that pass intercepted. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball is going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball coming out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
On the run, it's Allen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Syracuse. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squiver inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bray. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. Through the air, it's Green. Makes a grab over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Third and short from the 44. And we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Out of the gun, the inside give. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on fourth down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. The option look. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Gotta love the physicality on fourth down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
And the Mountaineers with the first and 10. Finds his target down the middle. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. defense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. First down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Back to throw, it's McCord. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Looking to move it through the air. Lets it fly. And that ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gonna take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Caught behind the line. It's Hilton. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Forced out of the pocket. He throws one to the left. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And it's so underrated.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Green. Got his man on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. Great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, let them get some positive yards.
The Mountaineers are threatening it.
That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Looking to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Headquarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up the first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, the defense just spent a whole lot of energy, too. That was a long play. That developed and took time, and they were pursuing, and they weren't able to get him initially. So you got dudes huffing and puffing and sucking wind, and this offense all of a sudden...
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
Well, I think sometimes on first and goal like that, you're just trying to get up to the line of scrimmage early. You're trying to catch the defense off guard. So you go quarterback sneak, you find the crease, you plow forward, and it worked. They scored a touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. They took it 68 yards on that drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You've got to go out. You've got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. New set of downs after that completion. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Feeling some heat. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest. It makes them realize they got to play the run, too. Great play.
And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense. Understanding first and goal. What do most people do in first and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
too much on it.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Green. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Gonna run it. It's Allen. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process, and now
Open runway ahead. The 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown Mountaineers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Here comes the offense on first down. Back to pass, it's McCord. A little release to the back. Continues to fight for yards. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. He's going to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ross Simmons. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Unleashes it. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
and we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
On the option. He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in like guys like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find.
He lets one fly deep. And he makes the catch at the 25. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Mountaineers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, West Virginia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Who knows? Better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll avoid the tackle on the slide. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. The sure hands, it's Pena. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. inside the 10-yard line. He'll bring it back. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Mountaineers! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drop.
He's going up top. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. Slippery slide. Touchdown, Orange.
I'm a play caller nowadays. They don't want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get it to the end zone.
He'll make his way in for two, and now they're down by 16. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One way, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Got his man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They're trying to get to it. That's caught. It's flat. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Defense was prepared, and I'm really impressed by the eye discipline right now. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to locate that receiver coming across in motion with good timing and getting the jet sweep, but they were ready for that play.
Fouls through the defense. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. And he was able to... on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Caught in the backfield, it's Willis. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Gadsden. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, and it'll be first and goal from the one. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Syracuse right back at it. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he runs it into the score. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Caught in the backfield. It's Willis. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. About to kick
say, if you can trust your guy, I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now on second down. Back to throw. It's Green. It's complete to the right. Fights off the defender. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Complete to the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the...
Gonna take a shot. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. He wants to throw it. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
That's one of the only ways you can get back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ballgame and try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offensive's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
He uncorks one deep. Brings it in down the left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. He'll come out throwing on first down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Makes the grab. It's Pena. At the 35, he's loose. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 41.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He's going to run it. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the run. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want to be physical.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throwing catch, and he's down at the 5.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Syracuse. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing, they're scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock is all zero.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller. That's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Holds and fires complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So what do they
Ineligible receiver. Downfield. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a second down play. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and still on his feet. Oh, ball to the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball in the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out. The defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on a man, I got the quarterback taken care of, you can tell. Had the running back taken care of too, know where to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Got his man quickly.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Hands it off. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Scanning the field, it's McCord. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, no mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
Snagged in the middle. It's Gadsden. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Couldn't get the chains moved there, and now this fourth down is so important.
And it's getting so critical now in this fourth quarter. We got to make some plays. This is probably go time. And here's the thing. At least you picked up some yards on third down to make this a little bit more manageable on fourth.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Off play action. Looking down the middle. He's got it. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Lost a throw on first down off the play fake. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked up.
It is good. The final grains of sand were about to disappear from the hourglass, and just in the nick of time, they tie it up.
What a kick for that young man right there. And you just see the way it energized and galvanized his entire sideline. They tied it up late. This thing's going to OT, and they look like they are ready to rock.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Oh, he's looking to throw. some heat. Got his man to the left. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Green. Starts to scramble to the left. That's it, five. He's open on the right. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They strike first in overtime. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll throw it on 1st down. Caught on the outside. It's Pena. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. This guy is doing work on the outside, and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control. And you could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork there, Fred.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground, and getting upfield.
Syracuse has it in the red zone.
42 Spider.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Pena.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation and time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pena. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Hughes. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Ringo.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust.